in with all of the latest, interesting, quirky, off the field, on the field, you name it, we cover it. Yes, it's time to check in with all of the latest things that are happening in the world of the IPL 2022. And ahead of today's game between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and the Chennai Super Kings, both MSDHONI and Virat Kohli are approaching some very, very unique milestones going into the game. Virat Kohli, who in the last game that RCB played finally showed some form by getting a 50, is now only 51 runs away from getting a very unique milestone, and that is becoming a person to score 1,000 runs against the Chennai Super Kings. Yes, you heard that right. But he isn't the only one who's set to notch up a very interesting record, because MS Dhoni, who recently made a winning comeback to the captaincy of Chennai Super Kings, is set to play his 200th match for the franchise, and that is some next level longevity which cannot be ignored. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't quite look like MS is done just yet. So that is great news. If you're a fan of Indian cricket, of course Dhoni will most likely play today's game, because of course he's the captain, unless he suffers some sort of an injury. Seems unlikely that it's going to happen. Whether or not Virat can get those 51 runs that he needs to get to that 1,000 run mark against Chennai Super Kings, well, that remains to be seen. But fans of the Royal Challengers Bangalore and indeed fans of Indian cricket will hope that the former Indian captain can find some more form with the bat, because despite scoring a 50 against the Gujarat Titans, he wasn't scoring at a good enough pace. Now, let's see if he can correct that strike rate going into this game ahead of what's sure to be a cracker. But that isn't the only thing that we could discuss over here, and we are about to discuss the Punjab Kings, who, with their win against the Gujarat Titan, became one of few teams who are still in contention for making the playoffs. And their Twitter admin had a very funny way of lauding the 6 which Liam Livingstone hit, which, if you remember, went 117 meters long. Well, they asked Elon Musk to launch a rocket into space to see if they can find the ball that Livingstone hit. Good one indeed. Good win for Punjab that, and Livingstone was really on song yesterday, scoring at a rate of knots, and they'll need more from him, as well as Shikhar Dhawan, who had an impressive half century, if they are to stand a chance of making the playoffs after a bit of a mid-season slump. Another team that will be hoping to take advantage of the fact that some of the top teams are slipping is, of course, the Delhi Capitals, and they decided to mark a very interesting day on their social media. As you know, the date today is May 4th, which is celebrated the world over as Star Wars Day. Now, why is it called Star Wars Day? Well, one of the most popular dialogues often quoted from there is, "May the Force be with you." And since today is May the 4th, so fans jokingly will tag it as "May the 4th be with you." And they posted an interesting little video where you can see, well, yeah, they become light souls. So again, go and check that out if quirky social media content is your thing. And if quirky social media content is your thing, you cannot ignore the Rajasthan Royals, who, as I've said, are one of my favorite follows, and they have something that a lot of our subscribers and even others who are tuning into this video would find very, very interesting. They have a video of Riyan Parag facing Yorkers in the nets by the bowling coach of Rajasthan Royals, that is, of course, Lasith Malinga. Now, I guess that is one way of improving your game of being able to tackle Yorkers, is to face the man who arguably was one of the deadliest Yorker bowlers in modern day cricket. And considering that Riyan Parag is someone who's rated highly by the franchise, it would make sense that they give him every chance that he could give to succeed. And that is it from our latest edition of the IPL News Wrap. If you join us on a daily basis to check this video out, I thank you very sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like the video, comment on it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It doesn't cost you anything. Last but not the least, don't forget to download the Gamezy app if you are into fantasy gaming. Use the link in our description. You'll get some bonus cash if you haven't downloaded it already. And why the Gamezy app, you may ask? Well, it gives you multiple chances to win. You can make a team for both innings, you can make teams for an innings each, and you can also make teams for 5-over blocks. So what are you waiting for? Download the app and stand a chance to win up to 5 crores on a daily basis. For now, I'm taking your leave. As always, my name is Shane Dias.